What's going on, TW fans? Thomas here, bringing you another episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. March is here. It's got me spring dreaming. Look, I know it's cold in some parts of the country. I know it's warm and spring is already here in other parts of the country. We're kind of in that mid-between area out here, but we're getting excited. The bite is starting to pick up. We're really looking forward to it. So we got some stuff today for some cold water and some stuff that's going to be great in some of that warmer water. But March, what else is in March? St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to start out with that. We got a new Tackle Warehouse St. Patrick's Day t-shirt. This thing is great. It's got some cool, St. Patty's Day themed colorways on it. Just really nice, comfortable, lightweight shirt. And it's going to keep you looking good in whatever you're doing on St. Patty's Day. I know I'll be having a green beer too, and I think I'm going to look good wearing this thing while I'm doing it. So definitely make sure you get these things on order. St. Patty's Day is just over a couple of weeks away, so you're going to want to get those things now. All right, let's jump into some fishing stuff. We're going to start out today with a couple of reels from Savage Gear. Now, I say a couple of reels, but we actually have a whole new series of reels from Savage Gear, so make sure to head over to tacklewarehouse.com, check out the whole series. We kind of cherry-picked a couple of the reels that we like the best, so I'll start talking about these now. So first up, we have the Savage Gear SG8 casting reel. So I'm going to kind of talk about this. We'll go with the exterior first and then the interior. So we have an EDP aluminum frame and side plates, painted this nice kind of tactical matte green. So you got great look to it, but it's also really lightweight and strong with that aluminum frame and side plate. On the other side here, we have kind of a skeletonized handle, so it's going to further reduce weight, feeling really nice light in the hand, but nice and ergonomic as well. Got comfortable handles on this thing here. You have for the drag clicker and also the tension knob, it's a stop loss tension knob. Both of those things have that auditory click to it, so you get a positive adjustment in your drag or tension system. And then probably my favorite part about this reel is the cool new Line ID system that Savage Gear has integrated into these reels. So if you have a bunch of these things on your deck, maybe you just outfitted your whole new lineup with these Savage Gear SG8s, and you got 10-pound fluorocarbon, 12-pound, and 14-pound fluorocarbon on 3 different setups. There's no more remembering. There's no more guessing game. You got the Line ID system right here. You just dial it to whatever line you have on the spool, and you always know. So, great when it's helpful on the boat, but also maybe you have a bunch of stuff stored in the garage and you can't remember exactly what's been on there, from maybe last season's use. Well, now you're going to know. On the interior of these reels, to keep smooth operation, you got 8 premium bearings on this thing. So really, really nice, smooth operation, whether you're casting, retrieving, all of it. That's great. And you also have a brass worm shaft in there for that durability. Also, a carbon fiber drag system that dishes out 20 pounds of max drag. So the grumpiest, the angriest bass, the bass that has buried itself in some dense, thick cover, you're going to be able to get him out of there with that max drag system. All right, cool. Now let's take a look at the spinning option that we got from Savage Gear, the SG8 spinning reel. Again, incredibly smooth, this time outfitted with 11 bearings and really, really lightweight. So they have their CRC body and rotor, that's carbon reinforced composite. So just a really lightweight, again, feels comfortable in the hand, but really strong, rigid. Another nice thing about this one, you have a braid ready spool, so you don't need any backing, you don't have to use any tape tricks, anything like that. You're ready to go, slap your braid on there, hit the water, you're set. So smooth operating, really lightweight, and both of these are coming with Savage Gear's proprietary Dura Oil and Dura Grease. So one, of course, that's going to keep things nice and lubricated, working smooth, but 2, they're rated for really, really high, extreme temperatures, really high temperatures and really cold temperatures. So our northern guys chasing the smallmouth in the dead of winter. We got our southern guys chasing those big bass in extreme heats. These reels are going to stand up and continue performing. So just a cool new premium options from Savage Gear. Those are the SG8s, but remember, head over to the website. We got a whole series of casting and spinning reels for you guys to check out. All right, let's look at some baits that we can throw with those reels. Got a slew of things from Jackall as well. So we're going to start out with some new hard baits from Jackall. We got the new Mush Bob series. So it's the Mush Bob 50s. We have the MR right here and the SR right here. Both very similar in technologies, obviously different running depths. So I'm just going to kind of talk about them each individually here. So starting with the mid runner, again, like I mentioned, they're all going to share these features. So it starts with their duck bill lip. So cool new lip on it. It's kind of a hybrid between a square bill and a rounded bill. So you're going to get some of those, kind of aggressive angles on there. But what that's going to do is impart awesome action, really erratic hunting action, and incredible deflection. Another thing that I really like about these bills is they actually reinforce the tip. So these things are made for grinding along the bottom, bumping into hard cover, whether it's seawalls, boulders, whatever the case may be, timber. These things are meant to grind along that stuff and keep going. And we all know that's where a lot of the biggest strikes come, off of those hard deflections. So you want to keep these things grinding into things, bouncing off of all kinds of cover that you can, and that's where you're going to draw those strikes from. Incredible paint jobs on both of these here. So just really nice premium little crankbaits. Now what you can see from both that MR and the SR here is they're built around a small body. So these things were designed for the highly pressured lakes in Japan. So these things are really going to excel. If you're ultra clear or heavily pressured waters, that's where these things are made to go and still catch you all kinds of fish. So that small body, sure, obviously very inviting to the fish, but sometimes it can be challenging to cast. Fortunately, Jackall integrated an internal magnetic weight system, so you're still going to get great casting performance out of these. And premium hardware on these as well. You have fluorine-coated Japanese treble hooks that are ridiculously sharp and getting you really fast penetration. So that's the new Mush Bob series, both the MR and SR. So, if you want to burn the bank, right shallow, kick that trolling motor on high, you're going to go with the SR. If you want to get a little bit deeper, then pick you up one of the MRs. All right, let's take a look at another one from Jackall here. We have the Jackall Block Ripper 48. So another small crankbait designed for handling pressured waters, but what this one's also designed for is the shore angler in mind. I thought that was kind of cool. Seems like most of the products that come out today are geared towards those tournament anglers with the big fancy bass boats, which are awesome, but it's also cool to have something designed for those guys banging the shore as well. So the Block Ripper is designed to do just that. So again, you have that duckbill lip on this one, but you can see it's a little bit more narrow, a little bit more aggressive cuts to it, and that's just going to give you a super tight wobble, a really tight action. And the other nice thing, again, you have that reinforced lip up front, again, built to grind through those man-made structures, docks, boulders, whatever you're coming into. But it has a floating body design. So again, with that bank angler in mind, as you're maybe working this thing up a point, something like that, if it ever gets hung up, that floating body, you just give it a little slack, it's going to come out of cover, and then you keep going again. Another way to elicit some of those big strikes. Sometimes you hang up and you let it float out. As soon as you pick that thing back up, those bass hammer it. Again, premium hardware on this. You get those same fluorine-coated Japanese treble hooks that are really, really sharp, and then awesome finishes. Great colorways all around. So make sure you head over to the website and check out all the colors. If you're a bank angler, maybe that's the one you want to go with. Last hard bait from Jackall here, one that's been around for a while. We got a new addition to the TN70 series. This is the Jackall TN70 Skull Shell Lipless Crankbait. So a really neat lipless crankbait. The TN70, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it. It's one of those really proven lipless crankbaits. A lot of anglers know about it by now. It has that tungsten mouthpiece up front that gives it a low center of gravity, perfect for searching along the bottom of your lakes, and then premium hardware throughout, that, again, fluorine-coated Japanese treble hooks, and then, that nice kind of TN70 body style that they've always had, and premium paint jobs. Where this one is different is the new acoustics to it. So they actually used a bone material to create that rattle chamber in there, so you're getting a more unique sound. I mean, with anything in the bass market right now, it seems like we're getting more and more products added to each category, lipless baits included. So if you're looking for something different, something that maybe the bass haven't seen, or in this case, heard before, you're going to want to reach for that Skull Shell lipless crankbait. Again, a really cool, unique noise to it. I'm excited to get this one out there. For the bass that have seen every other lipless on the market, this one may be the one to take a look at, especially for those pressured fisheries or ultra clear fisheries. All right, we're going to round out our hard bait. Look up here with a new one from Storm. This is the Storm Original Deep Wigglewort crankbait. So another bait that doesn't really need much of an introduction. That Wigglewort has been around for a long time, already a proven crankbait that's brought a ton of fish to the boat and brought some really giant fish to the boat. Well, now you're going to get that same Wigglewort body, just 2 inches in size, but we're going to get a bigger bill on there to plunge it all the way down 10 to 20 feet based on your setup, line size, etc. But you're getting that same incredible hunting, erratic Wigglewort action that has made this bait famous, and also that same, those wart rattles in there. Another nice, unique acoustic layer to your presentation. But just a premium crankbait, from bill to tail that's been around for a long time, but now you get to take it even deeper. So maybe it's wintertime, those bass are holding a little bit deeper. You can target those otherwise out of reach fish with the new deep Wigglewort crankbait. All right, we're going to transition out of the hard baits and into some new swim bait. All right, the Z-Man Hercules swim bait. Now this is definitely for those big bass anglers out there, or the multi-species anglers as well. So whether you're inshore fishermen, maybe you're going a little bit offshore, or of course chasing bass in freshwater, this thing is really gonna shine. So I like the hook on this one. Obviously you're not gonna have to rig it. It comes pre-rigged, ready to go with a 3/8 ounce weighted jig hook in there, and you have a just really sharp, powerful Mustad Ultra Point jig hook on there. So whatever it is you're tangling with, like I said, whether it's freshwater, ocean, you're gonna button those fish up and you're gonna get them back to the boat. The body shape itself, that really nice bait fish universal profile. So whether you're fishing your home lake or maybe you're kind of traveling, it's just a universal fish catching profile. So I like that a lot. They have a nice tail on the back here that's going to give you nice tracking as you're swimming this one along. Not as much body roll as you see with other ones, but you're still getting a hard thumping tail in the back, and it's going to track really true through the water column. So if you're out there chasing trophy bass, or maybe you're out there getting salty, whatever the case may be, give that Hercules swim bait a try here. All right, let's take a look at some line. Got a new one from Sunline. This is the Sunline Maburoshi fluorocarbon leader line. Name might be a little bit complicated, but the fluorocarbon is simply fantastic. All right, so you're gonna get the same properties that you expect from a premium fluorocarbon. Low stretch, extreme sensitivity, great knot strength, and a great resistance to abrasion. But now you're getting it into a camouflage line pattern. So again, those clear water fisheries, ultra pressured fisheries, that's where this thing's really gonna shine. You're gonna be able to sneak into those fish a little bit more covertly. They're not gonna see that line at all. So every 6 inches, the line is gonna change colors with different natural hues to it. So it's gonna work really well. Like I said, if you're just in clear water or you're around sparse cover, you just need to really blend in. This is the one you're gonna wanna go with. So new premium leader line from Sunline. All right, speaking of blending in, we got a new one from Woo Tungsten. This is the Woo Tungsten Heavy Series Closed Eye Drop Shot Weight. So all these weights are gonna come in this nice, durable, powder-coated, matte green pumpkin finish. So you're gonna get more of that invisibility. But where these things are really nice is these are actually meant more for power shotting. So maybe you are fishing in super deep water, or maybe you're fishing in heavier cover. You're gonna get that deadly effective drop shot presentation in any of those situations. So these, I think the lightest one that we sell is 5/8 of an ounce, and this one in my hand is the 3/4 of an ounce, and it goes even up higher than that. So dense vegetation where you want to send that power shot rig into, or like I said, ultra deep water, that's where these things are really going to shine. Tungsten composition, everybody knows the benefits of that. Again, you're going to get increased sensitivity, so you're really going to feel all the changes in the bottom of the lake's contours. And then also, it's great for any of those lead-free lakes, which is nice. And it's just, nice compact, but you're still getting a lot of heavy weight to it. So if you're a big power shot fan, you're gonna wanna check this one out. If you're dealing with some deep water fishing, check this one out as well. All right, last thing we're talking about today is a new tackle storage system from Gamakatsu. This is the Gamakatsu G-Bag EWM 5000 tackle bag. I mean, great for the boat, great for the bank. This thing does it all. So EWM, extra wide mouth. Kind of reminds me of my tool bag back home. When you open this thing up, you'll get a nice, generous, large opening to it. I really like that. So if you're looking for that, buried down bait, that one thing in particular you want, you can really get that wide open mouth to it. And this thing can hold a ton of tackle. And one of my other favorite features on this is this quick access front pocket. So it actually uses a magnetic open enclosure. Any of my hunting fans out there, the Bino system where you have the magnet on the top and the bottom, same thing here. So magnet, and it's actually gonna magnet up top as well, so it'll hold it open. So if you need to get to tools or your favorite bag of soft plastic, whatever item you want quickly stashed in here with quick access, that's the pocket you want to throw it into. Really, really durable, and you have that rigid bottom. So again, it's gonna be great for the boat or the bank. When you have this thing open, it's gonna stay open. You can dig through your tackle, find that buried down plastic, that buried down swim bait. Maybe it's one of these Jackal Mush Bob crankbaits that is gonna work right now and you gotta get in there. This is a cool bag for you, whether, again, boat or bank, it can do it all. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of What's New at Tackle Warehouse. As always, thank you for tuning in. And as always, to learn more or shop for these products, click the link in the description below or shop. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more like it, don't forget to subscribe. All right, we'll see you all next week.